Dang. Thankfully, I'll start that over again. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl, Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Dr. J. Hey, how are you? Thank you for letting me know that. You know I'm not so good with StreamYard. I get that messed up. I put my mic on mute and I never come back. Hey, Sharada the Goddess, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you guys. This has been way overdue, much anticipated. And one of those things one of those kind of interviews that are just like, it's going to be good no matter what. There's no way in the world it can't be good. I just hope that I do our sister some justice because she is amazing, guys. Very helpful. Just an amazing person. And I think I first met Iamtracilee at Team Built with Geo. I think that might have been the first time we met. If not, then I'm not sure. But I did work with Tracy and Team Built with Geo. I just don't remember the initial meeting, but I watched her journey, her Lox journey. I was always intrigued by how well she did her videos and just how dope she was. She always drops some type of gem, some jewels, some knowledge, makes you think. And I think what I love about Iamtracilee is the simple fact that she does holistic and health stuff. And it's not just like, how some people say that they do stuff, but then they add some impurities into something that's supposed to be holistic, or it's just, if you follow the journey and go on a healthy lifestyle journey, you'll know what is natural and what is not. And so I really appreciate Iamtracilee for all of those attributes that she has. She has many, many other ones. But I'm so glad that I did get a chance to know her. And I hope that you guys are enlightened by something she may say. If you have questions, put a question mark before and after. Please share out the stream because I feel like we need to show a lot of love for our Iamtracilee. So without further ado, I want to bring up to you guys, maybe for the first time, maybe not, but Iamtracilee. Hey, lady.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Thanks for having me, sis. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, it's been long overdue.
Yes, agreed.
So I'm just gonna jump right on in.
Okay.
So I just happened to watch the latest video that you posted via through Twitter that led me back to YouTube, and I found out that you not only published one book, but like a few. Can we start there, please? What happened between that time? 3 books, please. Please start with the first one. What was the inspiration? Come on.
Okay. So for years, like since 14, I've been keeping journals. I have boxes and boxes of journals. Thus, I got a plethora of material to kind of put books together. So I've been doing a lot of studying on brand and marketing. When I started the growth stream, that's where my focus was, to really share with small YouTubers on branding their channel. First of all, establishing what your brand even is. And I said, listen, I got this downtime and I'm gonna get into what put me on the downtime, which was it was a prescription for me to be on a downtime for a while. So I took that time to go through my journals, my tons and tons of journals, and then also what I became passionate about, and that's seeing small YouTubers, win in YouTube, So I said, let me just put together something that I've been personally doing myself that I'm seeing working for myself. I was off YouTube for 2 months. When I came back, my previous videos had 2, 3, 6,000 views. And I'm like, okay, listen, maybe some of this marketing stuff I've been doing is working out. So let me put it in print. Let me put it on, put it down so that I can share it with other small YouTubers who are serious about growing their channel. Not, we have people on YouTube for different reasons, and I know there are people who are here who are really serious about growing their channel and need to know that they have something to offer, and even further than that, need to know that they are a brand. A lot of times we look for something to sell, right? What about what you have to offer? So I
Hmm.
said, let me put that together and just share with people and let them know it's not necessarily a product um, per se that you can brand. But if you're on YouTube and you're starting out, from the gate, just know that how do I build myself? Because I'm actually the brand. I am the brand. I get to control my narrative. Show them how to, put it down in paper and show them how to control the narrative of their brand, which is them. And so that's where the inspiration came from me peeking in on my channel that I've neglected and seeing that people were actually coming back and watch my videos. I mean, tons and tons of people. I posted a video. The video I posted yesterday that you're talking about is already at 1 point something K views. And so I said, okay, what I'm doing is working. What I'm doing is working. Let's duplicate it. I'm in the business of duplication. I'm in the
Yes.
business of pouring into other people, showing them how I did it. We have so many people who like to, they find out, they get some information and they want to keep it to themselves. I'm the complete opposite. I want to tell everybody this is how you do it. This is how you succeed. And so that's where the inspiration came from, me just peeking it on my channel and seeing, wow, what you're doing is actually working and you're not even here. So it's time for you to get back because you want those people to stay. You don't want them to just pop in. They may be running through your videos, but you want these people to stay. And so that my inspiration came from just what I've been doing for myself. I just put it down. I have actually their audio, I mean not audio, their ebooks. But I used the time to put all of that stuff together so that I could be a blessing to somebody who's trying to grow their YouTube channel and be serious on YouTube as the brand, which is themselves.
That's right. I know that's right. And guys, stick around because towards the end there will be a giveaway.
Yeah.
Um, Be the Difference will be sponsoring one of her books. So please stick around for that and invite more people in. And definitely, if you haven't been already like inspired, then I don't know what to say. But so what are the titles of all three of your books?
Okay, so the first we'll start with the branding because the other one is totally off topic from that. So the title of the first one is Becoming a Brand, or it's giving you tools to become a brand. And so it's actually, I have two title books. The first one is the Personal Branding Blueprint, and it is a step-by-step guide to building your personal brand, which is yourself. And so we work a lot on personal development because that's a part of your brand. And we work a lot on emotional intelligence, which is a part of your brand. Okay. And so it's a step by step guide to building your brand, becoming more influential. And if you have product to sell, how you can get leads and get more clients. For the most part, it is mostly talking about how you build yourself and build your brand. The second one is a more of an Instagram type of influencer type of thing. I'm not really big on Instagram, but I know the tools. I know and I see I'm growing my channel organically. I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of people out here are buying people. They're buying likes, they're buying, followers. And so I want to be as authentic as I can, and I'm growing my channel as authentically as I can. So the second book is How to Become an Influencer, and that one is a step-by-step guide to becoming an influencer in your industry or what you're passionate about. And I'm sure as we go along with the interview, we'll get more into, my passion. But because your passion is your purpose. And I established that a long time ago. And so the third one, sis, it's a keto meal plan. I do practice keto, the keto lifestyle. I've fallen off a few times. So I think, on and off, as many times as I've been on, I feel like I was, in a position to be able to put together some meal plans and things like that to get myself back on track. And so it is called Keto Me This. It is a 28-day strategic meal plan and it includes, and that one is on Amazon, and it includes meal plans. It includes, just a little breakdown of what keto is for those who are starting out in the lifestyle or thinking about embarking upon a keto lifestyle. A lot of people do keto if they go into a wedding in a couple of months. So, it even breaks it down to show you if you're just trying to lose a little bit of weight for that wedding, for whatever type of event. And it's just a plethora of recipes that I've come up with in the past 3 years. I started keto in 2018. So I got 3 years worth of recipes. So I'm like, let me just put it down in
Mhm.
print and help somebody who is trying to change their life from the inside out. Because that's what we're about. We're about the holistic man. Okay. It's not just
Right.
holistic health for me is mental, emotional, physical, psychological, spiritual. It is the whole man. And so with the keto, it's just starting with the inside. You want to change yourself from the inside out. And so Keto Me This is available on Amazon. Now it is just available in Kindle. We are getting it printed up because it entails so many recipes, literally 28 days. It's a different type of format. And so we have some people formatting it for us so that it can be, I'm a queen of excellence. I like things to be done in decent and order. And I could have threw it together, but I didn't want to. I don't want to
Wouldn't be-
put anything thrown out together. So
she said it
currently,
wouldn't fall right.
right, currently it is available on Kindle, and it is available for free. If you're a part of Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. That still supports me. And if you're not a part of Kindle Unlimited, it's $19.99. That's the Kindle price.
Mhm. Now you talked a little bit about um, the holistic lifestyle, and I know that kind of falls right in, segue right into your passion. When did you like? When did you like start the journey? Like, what was it that just said, you know what? I really want to do something different with my life, with my health, with my spiritual being, all of that.
Okay. So I see it's a little delay. So let me come over to, I'm going to pay attention to the StreamYard and not the actual.
Yeah, the YouTube is a little tight.
Okay. So in 2007, my mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. We do not have a history of cancer in our family. And I don't know if you guys know, ovarian cancer is not really in African American type of cancer, like, a lot of Caucasians or other native type people catch. They're known to get ovarian cancer versus African American women. We're more prone to breast cancer and what is it? Like endometriosis starts in the ovary, so we're more prone to like I'm trying to think of it. I can't really think of it, but it's not really ovarian cancer. Long story
Fibroids.
short, like fibroids and things like that. We're more prone to things like that, but we're not really prone to ovarian cancers. And so she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2007. And I never really ate crazy, but it kind of really like woke me up to okay. We need to look into this cancer. I've always been about my herbs. I've always been about things, the teas, the tinctures, things of that nature. But this was something that really catapulted me into studying and researching more into food is healing. Food is your medicine. Things of that nature. My mom, on the other hand, she was more conventional. I want the chemo. I want it out of me, that type of thing. And, personally, when someone is going through something, you can't really force them to, take on the way that you think would kind of get the body in a position where it could heal itself. And so, she was afraid. So of course she went the chemo route. And even the more studying that I did with that, the more I kind of turned away from it because it's not really the cancer. This is what I discovered. And let me just plug this in. I like to say this when I'm talking about holistic health, herbs, things of that nature, because I don't want people to think that, I'm putting out some type of cure or anything like that. I am not a medical doctor. Okay. What I share is just from my own personal experiences. There are some diseases that I've had that I've reversed literally through holistic eating and healthy eating. So I could share my testimony and I could share my experiences, but in no way, shape, or form am I saying that the things that I'm sharing tonight are a cure all. I'm not a doctor, and so yes, I always tell people to go make sure you check with your physician before you take on any type of lifestyle change. Long story short, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She did the chemo, went through the chemo, went into remission, and of course, the cancer came back with a vengeance. And at this time, that's what catapulted me into changing my life completely, changed literally down to the air that I breathe when I'm indoors. And so, yeah, we have all types of filters and things in the home. Now, I'm not crazy. I'm not OCD with it. There's really inexpensive ways where you can change the oxygen in your home.
Mm.
Okay. True fact. If you have a humidifier, you can get you a bottle of peroxide for 65 cents, fill it up 50% water, fill it up the other 50% with your peroxide, let it run. It will clean your air. True fact. If you go get you some white sage and you burn it through your home, 99.9% of the germs are killed from the smoke. I don't know if guys know, but some cultures will smoke out their houses and their areas with sage. That's why they do it. A lot of people see that and be like, oh, they want some heebie-jeebie stuff. No, sage literally is a plant from the earth, and it cleans. It literally gets the bacteria and any type of allergens, dust mites, and things out of your environment, out of your space. And so a lot of people will burn sage. Okay, so while my mother chose the chemo, I still set up the oxygen with the peroxide and stuff like that. And I begin to make my own shea butters, like whipped shea butters, and put essentials oil on there for her skin, because um, anybody that knows chemo is like the worst thing on the planet. It destroys your skin cells, which is the biggest organ on your body. Your hair falls out. We all know that. And at that time, when my mom's hair fell out, I cut all my hair off too. So we was both rocking a nat, the baldy, because I wanted her to know that she was still beautiful no matter what she was going through, and that I supported her 100%. And so, sis, my passion blew up when I found out that my mother had ovarian cancer. She did ultimately pass away in 2010 from, I believe, chemotherapy. I really do not believe the cancer took her out of here. And that's just my belief and my convictions. They sent her home on hospice in May and gave her 2 weeks to live. And honey, I began to use my teas and things like that. And she lived all the way till September. And the doctor couldn't believe it. Like literally, he would call every other day, like, she's still here, like she's still here, like she's still here, And so, yeah, I feel like if we would have went that route, minus the chemo, I would still have my mother. That's just how strongly I feel about what God provides us through the earth. I'm literally, if I get a cold, I'm reaching for elderberry. I'm not reaching. We don't have a Advil system. We don't have an aspirin system. That's
Right.
not what we have. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think about what my body is able to, that's easily digestible and that's going to be beneficial to my body. And so I do the sea moss, I do the bladderwrack. You know what I'm saying? I do the iris moss, I make it into a gel, and I take that every single day. My husband takes it every day. Literally, my medicine cabinet is all herbs, tinctures that I've made, oils infused that I've made, teas that I've made, and we're doing good. We're doing good. So that was the long answer that will really push me into being really truly passionate and conscious about what I'm putting inside of my body. And not only that, what I put on my body. Like I said, your skin is the biggest organ. What you put on it, your body eats it. You have pores. And so what you're putting on there goes into those pores and into your bloodstream. And so I'm very conscious about what I put on my body as well. Whipped shea butters, infused oils, with plants and herbs from the earth. That's what I put on my skin. That's what I use in my hair. I brush my teeth with activated charcoal. I don't even with deodorant. With deodorant, I use baking soda. Or I'll use magnesium oil. I do not use these anything that if I can't identify it with it. I like to tell people this: if I can't eat it, I'm not gonna put it on my skin.
Mhm.
If
Yeah,
it's not edible, I'm not gonna put it on my skin.
I've noticed a lot now more that because I don't, use a lot of synthetic things anymore, that I just have gotten so sensitive to like smells. I've
Yes,
gotten sensitive to foods that I eat sometimes that I used to be able to eat. I can't eat anymore because like, I'll start to get my tongue will blow up. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And so I'm just like, dang, I can't eat this no more. Or my stomach will start bothering me. I'm like, I can't eat this anymore. It's like I put it down for a little bit and it's done. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, what I found interesting, what you just said though, is about changing the oxygen in your own home. I
yes.
think that's one thing I haven't started to do because, like, you're right, it's stale air, you
Hmm.
know. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So then you went through that experience, and of course, you're probably documenting all these
That
different things. And then you said, "Oh, let me try keto." What was different about keto versus anything else you may have tried, or if have you tried anything else besides
yes.
keto?
So I have. Listen, I've been a foodie all my life. I love food. I love to cook. I love to cook and I can cook anything. My husband loves to eat, so I can cook anything. I love Caribbean food. I love Indian food. I love Mediterranean food. This westernized diet, and see all these things that I named. Indian food, you can get some healthy choices with Indian food. Mediterranean food is some healthy choices with Mediterranean food. This westernized diet is terrible. It's loaded with sugars, carbs. It's like killing us, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like killing us. And so, what made me get into keto? Of course, I tried the conventional diet. Okay, I went to a weight loss doctor. This is what I did. I went to a weight loss doctor. He prescribed me some Phenomens. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Phenomens, but it kind of like speeds you up, and it's like an appetite suppressant, but it causes your heart to palpitate. Your mouth gets really, really dry. No, you don't eat. And so really you're losing weight from starvation. Okay. And so no, that
Okay.
wasn't really a healthy option for me. I still needed to get the nutrients and stuff that I needed. I began to look into keto. I can still eat the way I like to eat. Only thing I'm taking out is the bad stuff, the breads, the starches, the rice, the pastas. I know that might sound real, real good to a lot of people, but there are substitutes for them. Like with my cauliflower, if I want garlic mashed potatoes, I'll use cauliflower and make me some garlic mock mashed potatoes. If I want potato salad, I'll use cauliflower and make me some mock potato salad without the potatoes. If I want some mac and cheese baked, I'll use the cauliflower and make some mock mac and cheese minus the pasta. And
Mm.
so the only meats that I'm really eating is fish. I eat fatty fishes like salmon, bluefish, trout. I do eat shrimp. I know, there some people say they bottom feeders, but I love shrimp. And plus, it's really good with they're high in potassium and protein. So I love it. And there's zero carbs in this. Now, what I love about seafood, fish, crab every now and again. I had to move away from the crab. I'll tell you about that, sis. But I had to move away from the crab. But as far as the fatty fishes and the shrimp and things like that, zero carbs. And so that's the goal. Keto is just you keeping your carb count 20 grams a day, and then your protein is minimum, and then your fat is high. And I had to change that as well. And it's a difference when people say you eat a whole lot of fat, healthy fats, avocado, uh, things cooked with olive oil. And so if I want a piece of fried fish, I'll just take some almond flour, make my own seafood batter with that instead of using the white flour, and I'll drop it deep fried in some olive oil. That's some really good oil. So we talking healthy fats, MCT oil, coconut oil in moderation, because that can be an issue as well. Keto worked for me, sis. When I started keto the first week, I could see the difference and I didn't feel sick. Sometimes when you're losing weight the conventional way, you will look sick losing that weight. And people will think you sick versus you just trying to lose weight. And so I still wanted to look healthy. And keto did it for me. I was able to eat a lot of the vegetables that I love and got my carbohydrates, my good carbohydrates from my vegetables, and I saw results. So that's what really kept me with keto, is that I saw results. I felt better. Okay. When I started keto, my blood pressure was through the roof. And so maybe the first week and a half, I could see a significant difference with my blood pressure coming back down to normal. And it was simply the way that I was eating, the things that I cut out of my diet that I really didn't need anyway. The sodas, the high fructose juices, apple juice. People think, oh, it's apple juice. Okay, yeah, check the ingredients. It's loaded with if it's not fresh pressed in front of you, it's loaded with sugars. And so I just, I decided that I wanted to be a better me, and I want the rest of my life to be the best of my life. Literally, I guess I was going through, people say, okay, you start embarking upon 50 and you really start to look over your life. Some people say they start to count summers. Maybe I got 20 summers left. I want to be fabulous. I
Yeah.
don't do that, but I'm just saying some people do that. When they hit 50, it's like, oh, maybe I got about 20 or 30 summers left. I better make the best of it. Well, for me, I just came to the place where I wanted the rest of my life to be the best of my life. And so keto is what worked for me. And not only did I do keto, I paired it with intermittent fasting. And so that's my thing. Like literally, even when I fell off from keto, I still intermittent fasted. When I say fell off from keto, that means that I simply ate more carbs than I was supposed to in that day. But keto can be it's you have to be disciplined with it, and it just took me time to get to that place. And I like to be really transparent with it so that people don't feel bad when they fall off.
Right.
Things happen. You just pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you just get right back in there with it. And that's what I've done. And so keto for me has been incredible. It may not be for everybody. I know people who the ACL, I mean, AC1, I think that's the name of the diabetes test, literally went normal
Mm.
from them doing keto, getting on keto and changing the way that they eat. So for me, keto was the choice because the conventional diets just didn't work. I don't like the word diet. I know that we do use it because some people do things temporarily, but for me, it's a lifestyle.
Right. I hear you. Everything is a lifestyle. When you talking about
Yes,
sodas, like now, even when I
yes.
try to drink certain sodas outside of ginger ale, anything else, my tongue will
Hmm.
blow up, and then I'll like my
Wow.
throat will start to swell up. Yeah, I can't even do it anymore.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yep. Would you ever consider doing like part of your channel or opening another channel showing or presenting how to make those recipes from your book?
Absolutely. I would definitely love to do that. I probably would do probably on my channel. I do have another channel, but it's more geared toward personal development. Spirituality and just meditation, affirmation, things of that nature. And so, yeah, I would definitely because I do talk about keto on my channel. I literally have a keto playlist, so I wouldn't mind sharing some keto recipes
That'd be dope.
in
I
that
would
playlist.
I would watch it. I
Yeah,
love cooking. I love watching cooking shows and stuff.
me
I
too.
always, even when I was a little kid, I always
Mhm.
used to watch them. So yeah, I would love to see that. What's the name of your other channel? Can you type it in the chat so people can try to follow it?
Well, let me type it in here. Let me get my keyboard. That's way across the room. It is. It's called 365 Intentional.
365 intentional. Okay. If one of the mods wouldn't mind looking for that, it's 365 intentional on YouTube. That's pretty dope.
And so
Um,
that channel is fairly new. I'm still building it. I got a few subscribers, but I'm still building it.
well,
Um,
there's a few people in here that I'm sure would love to support you anyway, so we could put that
okay.
in there. So yeah. Oh, you just wrote it in there too. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's the channel, guys. If you have questions for I am Tracy Lee, please put a question mark before and after so that she can see it and answer the questions for you. Um, so now that you have your 3 books,
Mhm.
where have you been marketing them? And plus, you've been gone from YouTube. I haven't seen you much.
It's
So
been
what,
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, it's in two
The
months.
last time was it the last time that you were live? The last time I saw you, or
The
did you?
last time that I was on, I did a collab with Marquita, which was an ASMR collab with our locks. So that was
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
that
Cool.
was the last time I was on, and that was something I did out of the box too, and I really liked it. I love ASMR. My husband thinks he's a little weird. I absolutely love ASMR, and so I'm like, let me, do a search and see how many people doing it with their hair, like brushing their locks and or oiling them. And it was literally, I think maybe one person, and it video, the video that he did was like almost 9 years ago. So me and Marquita got together and discussed it, and I'm like, girl, let's do this because there it's not saturated at all. It's like not the last video was like 9 years ago,
Oh,
and
that's dope.
we got some good. I think that video I think I got over 2K views on that video.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
so that's definitely going to be something I'm doing on my channel as well. I'm going to
Would
be
you ever cut your locks off again, or like
no,
what made you start the journey with the locks?
no. So this is the thing. My natural hair journey started when I shaved my head when my mom's hair fell out for chemo. I felt so empowered a as a black woman. Just let me say that. And I love all women. I don't want anybody to take this wrong, but I'm really proud. I have pride within who I am. It took me a long time because coming up, I really had um an issue in school with people teasing me about my complexion. I'm the dark girl, here comes the dark girl. And so I grew to appreciate and to love the skin that I'm in. I even went through, dealt with colorism within my family. So it was really hard. And I did a video on YouTube
I
about
saw
that.
that video. I
Yeah,
saw that video.
so
It was
it was
good.
kind of traumatizing to me. And so it took me a long time to love the skin that I'm in. And so when I get the opportunity to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. I love the skin that I'm in. And so when I shaved my head, I felt so literally I cut the perm off. I was like that was my thing. You wouldn't see me outside with my little edges all wrinkled up. You wouldn't see none of that. My hair was laid slick. Okay, it
Me
was
too.
slick. And so when I did that and I began to see my natural hair come through, I just embraced it and I loved it. I really did. I was natural for 8 years. And then at 48, I'm like, I'm going to lock my hair up. My mother in law has locks there all the way down to like mid back. And I just think she's so beautiful. And when we go, like we have special occasions pre-COVID, she would have her hair up in like a crown and then she
Yeah.
just looked so regal. And I said, that's how I want to rock my hair. That was one reason. And another reason, because it was liberating. I don't have to do anything with my hair. Literally, I'll get up in the morning and I'll look at my husband and say, who gets up with their hair done? My hair is done. I don't have to do anything with my hair. And then I just, 2018, I just decided to go ahead and do a nice little trim, get my little edges, my little ends trimmed,
Ready?
and
Yeah.
I locked my hair. And from that first instance, on February 28th, 2018, I did my first lock YouTube video, and I've been doing my journey ever since. We about to roll into 3 years locked, and I'm
Wow.
loving it. I'm loving it. I really am. I'm absolutely loving it.
I know that's right. I cut the perm out of my hair. Like my reasoning for not, perming my hair anymore is because I felt like I would always get a headache from it. And then something instinctively told me, cut the perm out because it's formaldehyde and some
Mhm.
other substances in there. And like you said, everything goes right into your bloodstream.
It's
So
an organ. Your
yeah,
skin is an organ.
I said, well, they don't perm you. They say they don't perm your scalp, but it goes right into the scalp either way. And so I said, I'm not perming my hair anymore. That's why I stopped it. And
Okay.
then when I started to get my hair done, naturally, it was a pain because, like you, I always wanted everything to be perfect. Like if that part wasn't just right, if it wasn't laying right, if it wasn't like flat back, I was just like in a tizzy. But now I'm just like, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it's neat and it's clean and it's got the natural stuff going on, I don't have headaches anymore. You know
I
what I
know you
mean?
don't. I know you don't.
I don't have headaches anymore. And like, it's been a good journey so far. But like, I swear, yo, just talking to you, I always get like super inspired because I don't know. It's like we have some type of like connection. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Absolutely.
And it's more than just about the natural hair. I think it's because we're on the similar path of trying to be holistically sound, and it's not easy. Can you
No.
tell us how or if there has been any time in your life when you just wanted to give up on the holistic journey?
Yeah, I'll say, well, holistically, not spiritually or mentally. Physically, yes, because I'm like, I want to eat. Like, it's times where I'm seeing people, the family, like I said, we all come together and we like to eat. So I've been challenged in that area. Like Thanksgiving was really challenging for me. Watching people eat the way I know it was good. I cooked it. I had my husband tasting everything, but I couldn't really enjoy everything. So it's times like that, yeah, every now and then, but to just like fall off, no, because I know too much. I know too much. I know that there's consequences. Like literally, I remember my mom, and no, that keeps me going. It really does keep me going. It was a time even after she went through all of that that I would like go through. It's a torment, so to speak, of your next. Like, how when you go to the doctor and they say, if this is what your mother and your father dealt with, my father's alive and well, but if this is what your mother dealt with, there's a possibility of that passing down through you. And I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
Exactly.
Oh, no, absolutely not. We're not
Mhm.
going to do that. And so another thing that got me on this path, sis, was when my mom passed, I was so stressed out because I was her primary caregiver during hospice. So me and my husband just literally left our home, jobs, everything, and just went to care round the clock for her. And so it was a lot of stress. And from that stress, I developed a goiter. I developed a goiter. Um, and I learned, the doctors will say that it was, they don't know where the hypothyroidism comes from. They'll tell you that it just comes out of nowhere, or it's hereditary, but nobody in my family had thyroid issues. So when I did begin to go to the integrative doctor, he said, no, that came from stress. It's not only the stress of you caring for your mother, but the stress of you having to bury your mother, and then you gave up your whole life to care for your mother. So now you're starting all over again, and it was extremely stressful. Those times, I think back to those times, and I'm like, no, I'm in this for life. That's what keeps me going. I'm in this for life. No, because I know that there's a consequence to stress. I know that there's a consequence to backpedaling and me eating certain things. I know that there's a consequence to the decisions and the choices that we make. And I always process what I'm going to do next before I do it. I condition myself to be like that because I don't want to fall back into, it's easy to fall back into what's comfortable. It's easy to fall back into what you know. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff is learned. I read an incredible book called The Four Agreements. It's incredible. And one of the things it talked about that really woke me up is how we come up as domesticated humans. You know how your animal gets domesticated?
Yeah.
You teach them not to use the bathroom in the house. You teach them not to jump on guests when they come in. You teach him where he's able to lay, sit, jump. And you teach your animals this the same way with us. Our parents teach us a certain type of way. Every household comes up a certain type of way. And it's a domesticated form in some shape, way, form, or another. Because when we come up, a lot of times you'll see somebody doing something that you weren't taught in your house, and you'll think they're wrong. That's your
Right.
domesticated mindset. That's how you came up. That's how you were taught, trained, so to speak. And so I wanted to break the pattern of all of that. I did. I wanted to break the pattern because it's almost like being inside a box, being caged inside of a box. What makes them wrong? Because of how I learned it. You begin, when you open yourself up to learn other things and to literally move away from that domesticated mindset. And so I began to condition myself to literally just agree to other things, because that's all it is. The being domesticated means it's something that you agreed to. This is how my parents taught me. You ever hear somebody say, well, my mother like that, so that's why I'm like that? No,
Biggest excuse.
absolutely not.
Yep. Biggest excuse.
That's a domesticated mindset. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with moving outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to stay here. No, I didn't want to stay there. Okay. I took what my parents taught me. I took what my grandparents taught me, my aunts and those who cared for me. I took what they taught me and I learned some things on my own as well. And I learned that not everybody else is wrong and I'm right. I
Right.
learned that I could be open and teachable and coachable. You understand? Because I wanted to broaden my horizons in that way. And so I began to condition myself to process what comes through my mind first before I make any type of decision. I have a conversation with myself. I have a conversation with God. I have a conversation with myself. I have a conversation with my husband. And if we're all in agreement, then we go forth with it. But I don't make um, rash decisions. I always process things first.
Mm. That's deep, y'all. There's a lot of people who are saying a lot of great things in the chat. Please don't think I'm ignoring you guys, but you know, she got to talk.
Yeah, I can't see the chat. What they're saying either because I'm all the way over here and I don't have my glasses on. But I'll definitely go back and see
Yeah,
what.
they're all saying great things like you're phenomenal, and they're agreeing with you about the stress, being a
Yeah,
care provider, a caregiver. People are agreeing that the chemo does a big toll on the body. I think it does more of a toll here as well.
it does.
That junk, like, yeah,
When you go with somebody, now I went a couple times with her to get it and I couldn't because everybody that's serving her, like that's caring for her, they're in a whole hazmat suit. That lets you know right there how dangerous it is. They can't even get anything to spill on them because it literally will burn through your flesh. This is something you're putting through someone's veins. This is something that you're putting through someone's veins. Okay, so yeah, of course, and it's carcinogenic. So the chemo that they're giving you for the cancer is carcinogenic. Yeah. Being sick is big business. Let me just say that.
it is.
It's big business. Cancer is big business. High
Yeah,
blood pressure is big business. High cholesterol is big business. All of it is big business, which
yeah,
is why I advocate for people to be proactive about your own health. Be proactive about your health.
yeah. Pay attention to your body because your body will tell you what's going on before anyone else. You know,
Yes.
and it's like again when we put all these synthetic things in our systems, we
Hmm.
kind of dumb down the memory and the DNA of our bodies, letting us know what's going on.
Until it becomes a mutation and duplicates itself. That's exactly what we do. Remember, the Food and Drug Administration are married to one
Work
another.
together.
They're married.
Yep.
So we have to be mindful of that.
And
Hi, Neil.
every single prescription always has may cause death.
Yeah. How about the asthma medication that may cause you, shortness of breath? See, people don't listen to the side effects. I mean, they saying them really fast, but that's what you need to pay attention
May
to.
cause shortness of breath,
I'm
but you
gonna
can't
take
catch the
the
breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the prescription for asthma that may cause shortness of breath. It makes no sense.
It's the same thing. It's a double negative. You can't breathe, but you might not be able to breathe again.
Absolutely.
You take
Absolutely.
that inhale in, you still can't breathe. Like
Absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
crazy. It's crazy, but it's the truth. And like you said, they'll put it in a really fine print. So all you see is the colorful pill and all of the factors that it can help. But you're forgetting that it'll break down your colon, it'll break down your pancreas, it'll break down your liver, may cause some liver problems. It's like you need your
All
liver.
of that.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You
need
really
all that.
need
You need all of it. And and they know that people want relief. They know that people want relief. I mean, if you're ailing, if you're going through something that that's frightening, you want relief. So a lot of times you're not thinking, the damage that can do. You just want relief.
Yeah, and I'm guilty of it because I'll be quick to tell people like, listen, my sinuses start bothering me to the point where like I just can't function. I'm gonna pop a pill real quick. I know
Mhm.
there's other things I can do, but like I need that immediate,
Mhm.
like I
And I
just
get
need to go away.
it. Hmm.
So eventually I'm gonna have to be more assertive in trying to find a better way
Well,
to
I'll email you a list of antihistamines, natural antihistamines that you could drink as a tea.
okay.
Tastes amazing.
Hey, I don't care if it tastes good or disgusting, as long as it's gonna
No,
make me
it
feel
tastes
better.
amazing. Some of them teas are, oh my God, but it's good for you. Like the bitters, they're called bitter teas. Um,
Listen,
the yellow dock root tastes. My husband, I said, you got to drink it. You're getting the flu is coming. We got to kick it out of here before it get here. It's a bitter, but it's really good. Your liver loves it. Your kidneys love it. It's a plant, but it's extremely bitter. And I get him to drink that. I'll put a little elderberry in there to sweeten it up for him. But you drinking this, and
yeah,
he'll drink it.
I used to take black seed oil, and I mean that
I
to me
do think it.
was the worst. That was the worst tasting thing I could ever. I mean, to me, there's nothing that can surpass that taste. I used to take flaxseed straight up, but like that black seed oil did it for me. So if there's anything that tastes less hyenas than that, I'll take it.
It
You
is
know?
okay. I think they might be in the same room with each other.
Ew.
Flaxseed oil, you can get it in a capsule as well.
I know, but the most pure form is
And
liquid.
that's how I do it too. I just take a capsule of that, throw it down, throw it back. You know what helps me? I breathe in when I swallow, and I breathe out once I swallowed it. Because if I smell it, it's over. But that's really good for your sinuses.
Okay.
Flaxseed oil is incredible for your sinuses.
Okay, I'll go back on it. But it's, and I was taking it because of my finger. Like I had an injury to my finger years ago. And I was telling the guy that, my finger, he was like, oh, you need to just take some black seed oil amongst some other things. And it would just help, with that.
Did it help you?
It did. I mean, once in a while, like when the season changes, my finger will bother me, but
Mhm.
other than that,
Yeah.
I do need to do better. I've stopped eating a lot of snacking. I've cut back on my snacking a
What
lot.
type of snacks you eat? What type of snacks?
Oh, I used to eat the cakes. Um, the chips, I kind of slowed down on chips.
Mhm.
It's always an uphill battle, up and down, up and down. But now, like those are the only two things that I would really say was the little Debbie cakes.
Mhm.
Cream, the vanilla cream stuff, that used to be my thing. But now I'm just like, mm.
I tell people, you like your little snack. My husband loves snacks. I've never been a snack person. I've always been a chicken. Give me the meat and potatoes. I never been really the snack person. But I also tell people, don't be so hard on yourself when you do snack. You understand? Like you snacking, if you're doing 90% of all the right things and you decide you want to snack every now and again, that's not going to make or break anything. It's when you sitting at the table with all the cakes every single night.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but don't be hard on yourself. Like I tell people that treat yourself every now and again.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself every now and again. Yes.
Okay, so I think, well, we're at 48 minutes now. I think now is a good time to do one of the giveaways. Have you
Okay.
come up with a
So
way?
what I was going to do, I'm going to give away tonight. I'm going to give away one of my branding books. Right. I think I'll do the number 1 through 20. I don't know
Okay,
how many people are in here because I
there's
can't see
13
it.
people. I'm going to put start in the chat. Oh, did you write your number down yet?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna write it to you in private.
Oh, okay.
You know what it is. So tonight I'm gonna give away the personal branding blueprint, okay? And I can email it to you. So if you win, just type your email address in the chat and I'll have it to you when we get off of this
Okay.
amazing interview. Okay. So let me text you my number.
And do you have any hard copy of your books?
Not yet, sis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm doing it myself. So, I'm on Amazon and you got to upload it a certain way. They want your pages formatted a certain way.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
So, and I know I could just throw it up there, but I don't want to just throw it up there.
I could
Gotta
dig it.
to do that. All right. So my number is. Let me give it to you, sis. It is.
Okay. And guys, this is sponsored by Be the Difference. So there is no charge to you at all. Okay, I see the number. Okay. I'd love a hard copy, Miss Terrell says. So I'm gonna put start in the chat, and then there's enough people in here to put a number. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you guys can go. Okay.
I see numbers. Oh yeah, and Tracy, just tell me when to stop and I'll put stop in the chat.
Okay. I want to
But
stop. You can stop when we see the number.
oh, I see a couple numbers. I'm looking at YouTube. There's like 4 people that put numbers in.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Oh, you want to see the actual number? Okay.
Yeah. When
Okay. So they can choose more than one number. I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep going, guys. Some of y'all are really close, but others not so much. Oh, stop.
Pandy got it. Pandy
Pan
won that.
Yeah, girl. And you know what I was gonna say? That's my favorite number, but just in case anybody knew that was my
You
favorite
didn't want
number,
to say
well,
it.
let me tell
17.
you that number has been with me since my softball years.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So
Awesome
that
sauce.
it's like,
Congratulations,
yeah.
Pandy.
Go Pandy.
Joy, I'm going to send you a copy just because.
That's fine. I'll pay for it because I
No,
want to support you.
I'm trying to be blessed here. I'm going to
Okay.
send you a copy just because. Let me see who else. I just feel like blessing people.
Okay, so you could do whatever you want. And while you're doing that, I would be remiss to say this, but I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about the lady Michelle on my channel before. I don't know if you ever heard about her or whatever, but she's
No.
somebody she's somebody that I met like a couple years ago. And
Mm-hmm.
I was in the beginning of, trying to put this business on YouTube, and I wanted to do it as like a series uh,
Okay.
of people. It was called Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes. So basically, everyday people would talk about or document their journeys in life. And the purpose of it is so whoever watched any of the series will be
Mm-hmm.
like, well, dang, okay, I'm not the only one, and would feel
Right.
comfortable. So long story short, Michelle, she had ended up having a brain tumor.
Oh,
And
wow.
she was the first person that I just said, hey, I'm doing this thing. Would you mind being a part of it? She just said yes. She didn't question like, oh, when, I don't know. I may not have time. She just said yes. And she spoke about how addiction, killed her family.
Wow.
And I kind of compare her to you because when I didn't even have to ask you, but you took it upon yourself to support my business. And then you've done it on many occasions. And you have, posted me in your magazine. You've posted the company like wearing the shirt and did videos. And I said, oh my goodness, like you are similar to like the Michelle that I knew.
Wow.
And it's something when you do not have to ask people to do something and they just do it because they really believe in your vision or because they see something that they just want to go ahead and help because they see the person
Mm-hmm.
behind everything.
Right.
I feel like you, amongst a few other people, have been that Michelle in my life.
Wow.
So I was just like, oh man, I was thinking about it last night and I was like, yo, you are like a perfect example of a living Michelle in my life. I don't have to beg you to do anything. I don't have to like wonder like, all right, if I ask her, is she gonna say yes or no? Like, am I gonna have a struggle? Like, does she think I'm crazy? Like, it just is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody who doesn't know Tracy, Iamtracileee, I think that she could be anybody's Michelle. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like it's just, I just want to thank you. And even when from the moment that you kept on typing queen, and I was like, I'm not no queen. And then I just thought about it, I was like, well,
Yes,
dang.
you are.
I was like, dang, like you don't even know my beginning, my middle, nor the towards the end, but you still saw something in joy, not like the surface, So like I just want to say thank you for being there for me, for real, for real. like for real being there, not just seeing me as just this. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you see me, you see me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, I appreciate
Oh, that's
you.
awesome, Joy. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Let me tell you, my purpose is to serve. That's my only purpose. It's to serve. That's it. And I love doing that. I get up every day getting to do what I love. I mean, and a part of my service is to build people. That's what I'm here for. That's what I was put on the earth to do. I know that's my purpose. I'm passionate about it. And so I appreciate that. That really, really touches my heart. I know that I do it. I do it. It comes easy. It's like second nature because it's what I'm supposed to do.
Hmm.
Supposed to build people.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the assignment. That's it. That is the assignment. Build, plant. Excuse me. That's it. So I'm grateful for that. That's really touching.
Yeah. And then I guess because we from Jersey too.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. That too. So we have any questions? Anybody have any questions for me?
Oh,
I
snap.
love questions.
Somebody's March 16th. Okay. I'm a March baby too. Hi, Rejoice. Oh, snap. Long time no see. Yeah, guys, please ask her whatever question you may have. Always good vibes from the time they met you. Yeah, it's all true. It's all true.
I'm giving away a couple of more books tonight. I'm gonna let you guys know when we come off this live. I'm gonna inbox a few people some gifts.
Oh, okay. Okay. She gonna hit y'all up on Instagram. Make sure your Instagram pages are up. I know that's right. So yeah, I appreciate you for real. For real. I always want to call you Kinky, but for real, I
You
really
call me
do.
that. I mean, I changed it for business purposes, so people still do call me that.
Yeah, okay.
It's the locks, baby. It's the locks.
Any questions, anybody? Guess not. So I'm gonna put you on a solo panel so you could do your closing remarks and tell
Okay.
everybody where to find you, where to find all of your books and printed material and all of that good stuff.
Okay. So, guys, this was incredible. I love Joy. I think she's amazing. She's an amazing spirit. And so it was awesome just getting the opportunity to be a part of her platform. You guys could find me on social media at iamtracileee on Instagram, iamtracileee on Facebook, Kinky Locks Trey, or just Kinky Locks on Twitter. And then you can also find me on iamtracileee.com. That is my official branding website where I share branding materials, marketing materials, tools, tips. We do business spotlights where we're currently spotlighting Be the Difference Clothing on iamtracileee.com. We offer personal development coaching as well as emotional intelligence coaching. We're literally walking out in our purpose on iamtracileee.com. We have a members area for those of you who are interested, really serious about branding yourself, because you are the brand. Again, this is what I advocate. You are the brand. It's not necessarily what you bring physically. You are the brand, and you get to control the narrative of your brand. And so we stress that over there. And so Iamtracilee is just my branding site, and it also offers business opportunities over there as well on iamtracileee.com. So you can go over there and check that out. We also have Lock Muse TV, and that is my Lock website. Also hosts my YouTube videos there, and I encourage people to find a platform or a website of get a website of your own to host your videos, just in case you come and log in one day and all your stuff you work so hard for is gone. And so we host our videos over on LocxMuse TV. We blog on LocxMuse TV. It is the website where we share our holistic passion for holistic health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, and physically. We give herbal remedies over there. We offer tailor-made detox programs for women who are dealing with hormonal weight loss issues. And we also provide 7-day keto meal plans over there as well. And we are blogging every day over there, daily affirmations, encouragement. And we do throw in some little marketing tips for your YouTube channel over there as well. So check out LocxMuseTV.com for your holistic well-being. That's the site where you can find that information at. And also, you guys know I am Tracilee on YouTube, and I also have a YouTube channel that we are building now. It's currently in its Genesis phase, but we are taking the time out to build it now. And it is called 365 Intentional, where we are being intentional about everything we do for 365 days a year. And so that's how you guys can find me online. And again, it was a pleasure. And Joy, thank you so much for having me, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can't hear you.
No, I forget this whole mute thing, but it was just one question that somebody had. So Miss Terrell asked about the asthma.
Okay, so Miss Terrell, there's this herb. It's called mullein leaf, right? And what it does, it helps to um, expirant or get any type of mucus out of your lungs. It is natural. I wish I had it in here with me. I could run and get it to show you what it is, but mine is a little, I do have it in here. Let me get it. Let me get it, guys.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, you might want to tuck it in real quick.
And I think I'm stretching my what's the name. So I had to grab the box of herbs. These are the herbs that I didn't have. I do have to make room on my medicine cabinet for. Guys, see, I have my own capsules. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see? I got my
Yeah.
own veggie caps. So I make my own capsules. But it's called mullein, Mullien leaf, and it is incredible for any type of bronchial or asthma conditions. It will literally, in any type of lung condition, if you got COPD or you're dealing with what is it, emphysema? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's amazing with lung conditions because it helps to loosen up any type of mucus that's in there, and it'll keep your airways clear. Keep your airways clear. I could type that to you, sis. I don't know what your email is, so just let me know what your email is, and I'll send you that information and where you can get it. I get my herbs from Star West Botanicals. They do not pay me to say that, but they have the most authentic herbs, and so that's where I shop at. I'm not trying people pulling up anything. I don't want nobody pulling up something that's been growing where it's in an area where they're using pesticides and things of that nature. So I'm very mindful of where I purchase my herbs from. Okay. Another thing that you can use, and this is good. I don't know if you can see that, but it's lemon balm. I don't know why I'm not focusing in. Let me see if I can move it.
Yeah, just tilt it away from the light. There you go. Nice.
Okay, so grab you up some lemon balm. That is also good to open up your lung area, your breathing passages, and all of that. And it's really, really good for people who are dealing with, what is it? Autoimmune disorders. It's good for pain, for lupus pain. It's good for people who are dealing with any type of rheumatoid arthritis pain as well. This is incredible.
Miss Terrell says she's gonna hit you on IG.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send you just what you need to take. So we got a lot. This is the stuff that we still need to put up on the medicine cabinet. But those two things are excellent for for asthma. No side effects, sis. Zip.
Mm. All because it grows from the ground, straight out the
Yep.
ground. And that's not cultured or
It's what the Lord made.
not contaminated. No GMO in
None
there.
of that. None of it. All natural. And I love it. Absolutely love it.
That's good. Well, guys, anybody else got any last? Oh, here's another one. Um,
Okay.
any recommendations for inflammation or excess water retention?
Absolutely. Dandelion root. What other root? So dandelion root is a diuretic. That's a natural diuretic, and you can drink that as a tea. Passion flower, but I would recommend you do passion flower in the evening because it will relax you and help you rest. I don't know if you guys watch. I like watching movies with the time period where they have like maybe the Three Musketeers type of time period where they'll tell you he's been taking the poppy. You know, that's the medicine that he's been taking. Well, that poppy that he been taking and he all linked over on the
Dandelion.
side, that's passion flower. So you want to do it in moderation so you're not at your job, not, going to sleep.
Mm.
And but it's really, really good for inflammation. And a few other things, Pandy, and I will send it to you that are great to combat inflammation. And number one, detoxing is good for getting rid of inflammation. Okay, inflammation is just your body responding to something. You know how if you cut your finger, automatically your finger will swell because your white blood cells are rushing there to begin to do what it was purposed to do, and that's to heal the area. And so inflammation is just designed to when you have something inside that's not right, and sometimes it can be in excess. And I think that a lot of times when we're dealing with diseases, I don't like to say disease because there's a disease. When we're dealing with diseases, it's just something that's not right. It's just off balance in the body. So inflammation is a way of protecting you, but sometimes it can be too much and it can cause us harm. Okay, so I'll definitely give it you, Pandy, in your Instagram inbox and just give you a nice little holistic list of things you could do to get rid of the inflammation, Queen. I
Mm.
love doing that. I love putting together stuff and doing that. And I love when people come back and be like, girl, thank you for that because I never even heard that before. And girl, I am better.
That Lisa Black said she heard you mention something about lupus herbs for the health.
Absolutely. So let me tell you, autoimmune disorders, they come in many different forms. Me personally, if I can say this, share this really quick, Joy.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was diagnosed in 2011 with Graves' disease. That is a autoimmune disorder where your thyroid, the hormones from your thyroid is attacking your body. So every function in the body is being attacked. My heart was being attacked. My lungs was being attacked. My kidney was being attacked, almost on a form of lupus. This is what lupus does. And so there are definitely herbs to help to combat that. Number one thing you want to deal with first is your adrenals, your cortisone levels. And so there are herbs and plants that are called adaptogens. Damiana root is an adaptogen. Ashwagandha root is an adaptogen. And ginseng is even an adaptogen. And what it does is it helps to deal with the stress in your body first. So that's the first thing that you want to deal with, the stress in your body first. And then you can begin to detox. And again, I promote this all the time because once you begin to get the bad toxins and things out of your body and you're combating the stress in your body, then you're getting your body in a place where it can heal itself. Okay, we're gonna fast forward, and I share this often to 2020. I actually even shared my I don't know if you guys saw that video where I put my whole blood test up there and showed that my thyroid was normal, right? They told me that there was no cure for Graves'
Graves'
disease.
disease. Yeah.
Howbeit, I do not have Graves' disease today. On what is it, December the 12th, 2020? I'm free of any type of autoimmune disorder. Okay. And all I did was give my body what it needed to support itself, to heal itself. The body was created to heal itself. It just needs to get what it needs to get is the support to be able to do what it was created to do. And that's all that I did. And so, yes, I do have something I could put together for lupus as well. And again, I want to plug this in since it's your video and it's going to be public. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just sharing what has worked for me. 2011, I was diagnosed with something they told me I would have for the rest of my life, and I no longer have that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Here's another question. She has arthritis in her knees.
Gigi's gluten-free lab queen. Let me tell you something. You're on the right track now by getting the gluten out of your life. So that's number one. I'm sensitive to gluten as well. So I know the struggle of dealing with leaky gut, celiac, all that. I know the struggle of all that. When I tell you I'm a walk-in testimony, a miracle. Not really, because God gave us what we needed. Everything that we need, He has already provided. It's just a matter of us getting in a place of being students to study these things and know what it is that we can do. And so the arthritis in your knees, arthritis is from inflammation. Inflammation causes arthritis. Also, excess water causes arthritis. So I would suggest dandelion root, the safest thing. Listen, you know what dandelion root is? It's incredible. Dandelion root are the weeds that grow in your front yard. I know y'all know God is amazing, but I just like to say it all the time, how He'll take something that'll kill something else to give life to something else, right? And so dandelion root is amazing. It is incredible to get the excess water out of your body, and you will be feeling incredible. I'm telling you, try the dandelion root, queen. It is a natural diuretic, and it will get any type of excess water out. My suggestion would be you drink it as a tea and do it daily, probably twice a day. And in 2 weeks, come see me. I want to hear about your knees. Okay.
Okay. You hear that, Gigi? Any recommendations for thyroid cancer?
Oh, thyroid cancer. So, listen, any type of cancer, you just want to get your body in a place where, it can heal itself. So, okay, listen, I had that goiter that I had. That's what they were testing for. My throat was way out here, guys. Literally, it was lined up with my chin. That's how far the goiter was, so big I could barely swallow. They were talking about killing my thyroid. Not. My doctor, endocrinologist, was very frustrated with me because I didn't want to follow what he was saying. Let's annihilate the thyroid. No, I need my thyroid. No, you don't. You don't need your thyroid. Okay, well, I need my thyroid. So we're not doing that. Okay, so they checked the nodules on there, and a part of the protocol that I did with the herbs literally took this. You see this? I got my neck back. I got a normal thyroid in there. So my recommendation for any type of cancer, number one, would be a detox, change of diet. You want to get any type of refined sugars, whites, starches, breads. Leave all that crap alone. You get on a whole fruit and veggie diet, and if you can juice. I also recommend, and it's going to be for another video, Joy, I also recommend coffee enemas. I definitely do. I'm going to do a video on that so I can help you guys understand the benefits of that. But coffee enemas are great. And also herbal enemas are great, because it gets your body what it needs in a whole nother way. It gets to your bloodstream a little bit quicker. Those herbs, it'll get those herbs to your bloodstream a little bit quicker. So I just would recommend to change a complete change of lifestyle, sis. And I would definitely share the herbs that I used to get my thyroid under control. The main things that I did was the sea moss, the bladderwrack, and I did all the adaptogens, ashwagandha root, damiana root, and I did a couple of mushrooms. I did the cordyceps. I did lion's mane. I took chaga. So I can give you a list of things, to try to get the body back in balance, because cancer anywhere in the body is a terrible thing. So the whole point of eradicating any type of dis-ease is just to get the body where it needs to be to heal itself. That's it. I
Um,
hope that helped, guys.
have heard of CRPS?
I never heard of that. What is that, sis? Octavia, what is that? CRPS.
Thank you, Crystal. Have heard of CRPS. I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, let me know what that is. I never heard of it, but trust and believe I'm going to know before the night is out. CRPS.
Have you heard of, oh, she wrote it again. Yeah, I don't know that acronym, Octavia. We don't know the acronym.
I'm looking it up. What is CRPS?
Sound like a new type of disease.
Complex regional pain syndrome.
Oh, okay.
It's a reflex sympathetic. Oh wow, describes an array of painful conditions that are characterized by a continual regional pain that is seemingly disproportionate. I'm gonna definitely looking more into that. That sounds like something where you're asking about getting pain management for something. So I'll definitely look more into it because I don't like to give people misinformation.
Yeah, Octavia, you should. I know you don't have social media, but you should get open up a Instagram page so you can follow her, or
Yes.
just follow her on the 365. I know you big on YouTube. Octavia is a really dope supporter too. Um,
Okay.
so she's a really cool person.
Yeah, I would love to get more deep into that with her.
Hmm.
They give me I love this challenge. I love challenges. Now to learn something. Thanks for teaching me that, Queen. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check it out. I'm definitely gonna look into it.
they have both.
Jesus, that is definitely rare. So the second one is a lung condition. Jesus, um, wow, that is incredibly rare. Rare. I've never heard of somebody having both of those simultaneously. But it all sounds autoimmune to me. It all sounds autoimmune, and that's just an overactive stuff is just acting up inside. It's over. Your body's overacting basically, and it's kind of attacking itself because it's not recognizing the good. It's not being able to identify the good from the bad up in there. So it's just fighting off everything. That's an imbalance. So it's just a matter of getting the body back in balance. I feel for any disease, getting your body back in balance. And
Hmm.
it takes time. We're a microwave society. A lot of people want to see things bam like that. It didn't take us to get like that. So we just have to be patient with ourselves and stick with it. If you having issues with a lot retaining a lot of water, then do the dandelion tea. Do it for a couple of months. Give yourself 90 days. Don't do something. This is why I tell people, oh, I don't see no results. Okay, how long you been doing it? I just started 2 days ago. People want that microwave quick fix, and anything that's quick don't last.
No,
Okay. I
that
feel like
lasting, that fast money. Yep, that
yeah,
fast money ain't that lasting money.
uh-huh. So you give yourself that time, and within that time, not only are you're benefiting from it, you're disciplining yourself to something new. That's what we want to do. That's a part of changing that domesticated mindset.
Let me do you know of ALS Organics, Organic Cosmetics? She's here on YouTube.
Yes.
She
I
she
believe
was
I follow her. I believe
yeah,
I follow her.
I interviewed her like maybe a month or two ago,
Okay.
and she was describing how colon cancer isn't something that you just developed overnight. She said it starts basically when you were little,
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you consume over time. And same thing, like the imbalances and dis-ease. And like
Yeah.
she said, the body will tell you when things are going wrong, but we don't.
We don't pay attention. We don't listen, which is why I advocate for the herbal enemas and different kind of cleansing enemas because people got years and detoxes. People got years and years and years. Excuse this. I'm going to say it in the nicest way possible, but people have years and years and years of fecal matter that they're walking around carrying, and that attributes to their weight. You could
Yeah,
carry around up to 60 pounds of waste,
yeah.
literally.
Yep. And that's why they say
60 pounds. That's a
she,
lot.
yep. And she was saying like naturally we're not supposed to be like bigger.
No, no, we're not. That bloat, that needs to be checked. Like a lot of people, and a lot I know people who crunch, they work out, they doing all types of abdominal exercises. It's not going to go anywhere because you cannot crunch away waste. Period. You can't work off waste. That has to be cleaned out of you. You understand? Like you got to detox that out. It's imperative, and I think that's the number one thing that people need to do if they're on a journey to a better health or a healthier version of themselves. You got to detox first. You could take all the herbal remedies in the world. If you got that junk in there, you're not benefited from it because now when you got a bunch of fecal matter, then where your nutrients and things are absorbed is in your colon. So if you got a bunch of impacted fecal matter, I'm sorry, Joy. If you got a
No, it's
bunch of
okay.
that
It's
going
fine.
on, guess what? You're just passing the herbs straight through and they coming right out.
Right, because they don't have no place to land.
Right. You want a clean system so that your and believe it or not, your what is it? Your colon, right?
Hmm.
That's your immune system. People don't realize that. That's where illness and sickness start. So you want to clean them, you want to get all of that cleaned out, okay? I'm talking about detoxing on at a cellular level. So when you're doing a detox, and there are herbs and things like that, I know you guys have heard of senna. I know you guys have heard of psyllium husk. These things are natural. Psyllium husk is like it's a fiber, but it's also will pull all of that compacted crap out of you, so that when you're taking these beneficial herbs and things like that, your intestines can be able to, or your colon will be able to absorb them back into your bloodstream. Ain't nothing getting in your bloodstream if you got compactions going on. And that's just the real truth, which is why I'm a big advocate for detoxing. You got to get that junk out, guys. Get it out.
I need to. I need to do a detox. I got a little pouch. I have to. Yeah,
I'll send you some stuff.
yeah, for sure.
I'll
Thank
send
you.
you some tea.
I'll definitely
It's
utilize.
important. People don't realize that they go around for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, never cleaning out, never doing none of that. Just years and years. And then you got this big old tire right here. Like, why can't I get rid of this tire?
Because it's
Well,
poop.
it's
It's
weight.
all poop in there. Yeah,
It's
that's
weight.
crazy. But the thing that's scary about that, like seen, we've heard of at least two celebrities who passed
Yes.
away from colon cancer, and they were fairly young. One was almost 43, and the other was 50. That
Right. It's
shouldn't be,
frightening.
it shouldn't be why you're dying.
It shouldn't.
That's
It
why I'm
absolutely
like,
shouldn't.
it's very important, guys. It's very important that we clean out our systems. And I'm
I have I have a close friend who has beat colon cancer
Mm.
through cleansing and herbs. Been in remission for 15 years now from
But they ain't never touch the nasty
full
meat.
blown colon cancer.
But they probably don't touch that food no more.
They don't. She eats very clean, and she does uh quarterly enemas to make sure that what she's taking in that's clean is literally being absorbed into her bloodstream and not passing past something that's been impacted, for years. It's imperative. We have to clean out. We really do need to clean out. Listen, when I started detoxing, my skin started clearing up. I mean, not only was it clearing up, it started plumping up. Like,
Brighten, got bright, right.
it got a little juicy, got a little spring to it, like, and you can see that, you can see when people, and you can see in people's eyes when they need a detox. You can see when people aren't all the way well.
Mm. Y'all, we can end up talking here all night. Anybody
I
else
know, right?
question? Because no, seriously, because when we're talking about health and holistic stuff, I'm really about that because I'm speaking for myself. I only have one life.
That's it.
I'm the manager of this life, and I don't want to have to like depend on the state or other people who may be older than me to take care of me.
Mhm.
It's already embarrassing enough if you're not like, you know. Mhm.
My great grandmother lived to 106. Her mother lived to 102. And then my grandmother lived to 70 something. She smoked all her life, so she died of lung cancer. But the women in my family, my grandmother's mother, she lived to 112. These women live long. They live a long time. And a lot of it, when I was a little girl, my mother would really got me passionate about plants and herbs and things like that, is because these are the things that my grandmothers did. They grew their own food. They ate what they grew out of their own garden. They fed their families of 16 and 17 kids with what they grew from the earth. And they lived a long time because of it. I mean, my maternal grandmother passed away from lung cancer, but that was the consequences of her lifestyle. She chose to smoke 4, 5, 6 packs a day since 12. But her mother and her mother's mother and her mother's mother's mother, they lived well past 106. I ain't trying to be here that long. Let me put that out there. I'm just saying, if you take care of your body's going to take care of you. You're going to be good. You're going to have longevity. Next month I'll be 52 years wise. Okay. I feel about like I'm about 32. I really do. I feel like I'm about 32. My oldest is going to be 35 years old next month.
Oh,
And
that's a question I did want to ask you. I know you brought that up. I know you have kids. Was it hard for them to kind of are they following the type of holistic lifestyle like you are? Or like, was it hard to convince them?
let me tell you about my kids. So my youngest is following this lifestyle. He's 24 years old. He'll be 25 next month, and he's very much on his health. Okay. My middle son, he eats whatever. Okay. The only time he followed is he get a headache, he get a cold, he gets sick, then he call the mommy up to whip him up something. That's
Mhm.
it. And then my daughter's a full blown caterer chef. So while she eats good, she's cooking everything amazing. So yes, my daughter sort of is not as extreme as me. They have me making them their elderberry capsules and things for the winter. My youngest has me making him ginseng and I guess the weight training type of the L-arginine, which is a amino capsules for his workouts and stuff like that. But none of them are is like in it like me. Like they're not in it. But they do have some, pick up some little habits and do it here and there.
Okay. And I'll take this one last question.
Okay.
Crystal, her sister has dizziness issues, like getting up, looking up and down too fast, and she gets dizzy.
That sounds like vertigo. Um, there's definitely so vertigo is, oh my goodness. That has something to do with the middle ear.
Mhm.
That's an ear issue. And yeah, there's definitely herbs for it, but I will have to research it. I don't want to just throw anything out there to you. It's a herb for everything. Okay. That's what he left him here for. Healing. The herbs are for the healing of the nations. God gave us herb for the healing of the nations. So there's definitely a remedy for the vertigo, which is a middle ear issue. If you look it up, when people get up and they're dizzy really quick, that is usually an ear issue. There's something going on in the ears.
Too much water, maybe. I
It
don't know.
could be. Could be.
Mm. Well, this was good. I'm thankful. Like I said, anytime I meet with you and some other people, I'm always like, yeah, I got to do better with my health. And even though I'm trying, I do a decent job, but like it's like a good trigger, okay?
Mhm.
A very
Yeah,
good trigger.
so, go easy on yourself. Don't be hard because some people aren't even doing as much as you're doing. So you gotta be kind to yourself. That's the first step towards healing is to be kind to yourself.
You're right.
You can't beat yourself up. We have ups and downs. We learn from these things. The most successful people that I've talked to in life have failed a trillion times, which is what they attribute their success to. And you'll look back at every time you fail and say, that was necessary. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be disciplined in this if that hadn't happened. So I look at life and I look at everything that we go through and experience as being a necessary thing to get us to the best versions of ourselves. That's how perception is everything. Somebody said to me this year was terrible. I said, really? Because it was incredible to me. First of all, it was the year of open vision. We got to see things we never saw before, hear things we never heard before, experience things we've never experienced before. But I got to do things, accomplish things that I've never accomplished before. I choose to look at the half full part of the glass and not give audience to the half empty part. Perception is everything. So while I may see things one way, somebody might see it another, and it's all right. It's just how we choose to look at it.
Mhm.
So be kind to yourself. I said all that to say be kind to yourself.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, this was good. I appreciate
Yes.
it. Thank you, everybody that was here. Please, 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 please go and watch some of Iamtracilee's. Hey, Life with Nicole, go watch some of Iamtracilee's videos. Go watch the colorism videos. So at least if you don't go through it, at least you understand what someone else who has to experience it, maybe not so much by an outside person, but in their own family. Go watch some of the branding information. Go grab her book. Go online. Go on Amazon. They could just look up your name, Iamtracilee, and it pop up.
They can put in keto me this, or they can put in the links to my book is on iamtracilee.com. So you can go to iamtracilee.com and you'll get links to all of my books and everything.
Go to iamtracilee.com. iamtracilee.com. The name that is right in her, the purple right there. Go to her website. She's giving us a wealth of knowledge this evening. So go to her website. Go get the book. So whatever you didn't retain here, you can read and retain again. Okay. Go get those recipes if you are looking for ways to have a luxuriously nutritious life.
It's all good too.
Go get that keto book. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Be more kind. Yes, Joy. Be kinder to yourself.
Yes.
And you also, I appreciate everybody that came out to support Iamtracilee this evening. And I hope that you have been encouraged, inspired, invigorated, or whatever, at least maybe have you thinking about things differently about your health and your lifestyles. So I appreciate you guys. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and this is
Iamtracilee.
And we are signing out on another episode of
Hello World.